Thursday night online open mic. I'm back. Please forgive me for my absences, between being really overwhelmed and then getting a migraine. It just took me out. But this is the fourth event I did today, and there was no way that I was going to miss it. There was just no way that I was going to miss being with you guys. I miss you. So excited about tonight. We got a lovely long list of open micers. So if you're ready for some poetry, say ho in your living room or wherever you at. If you're ready for some eurytry, say yer. It is I, La Bruja, the hostess with the mostest, that be toasting and boasting because Thursday nights are roasting. You got 4 minutes to do your thing. I know that on Monday nights, there have been some changes. I am aware. And I want to shout out Advocate of Words for always covering for me and just being all around a great host, And we got to do a college show last week, but that was the night that I caught a migraine. But he's been making changes. And so, I was thinking, what changes will I make? I'm not going to make the same changes he made, but we're going to get into that. So if you're going to recite some new shit, let us know and we will yell new shit. If it's some old shit, semi-new shit, semi-old shit, whatever shit it is, you let us know and we will support you in that shit. If it's your first time ever, like ever, you know what I'm saying? Not like, well, we did re-pop a cherry. It was a lady who hadn't recited, I think in like 15 years, came back. So we popped a cherry. She grew with that one. That was earned. But if it's your first time ever, let me know and I will sing the Pop the Cherry song for you. So the new rule thoughts, I was thinking just to get people to come into the chat room because our chat room is lit. We have a great old time in our chat room. And a lot of people, don't come in. They watch on the Facebook, they watch on the YouTube, and that's great. Hi, Facebook, YouTube fam. But getting into the chat room is where the nitty gritty is at because, we chatted up on the sidelines. So there's like 2 shows happening. It's really, really cool. So I was thinking for the first 20 to get on the sign up list, they're guaranteed their slot. First 20. But the rest will be random mix of newbies in the chat room, or maybe some people that did make the list, depending if no one in the chat room wants to go. I just want to mix it up. So I would say like the last 5, 6, 7 extra will be random picks. So you guys will have to, if you're not on the first top 20, you have to write to me in the chat and I will choose who will perform for the last 5 or so slots. Let me know in the chat if you like that idea. So Thursday night is notorious because all styles are welcome. Anything goes, just about. And, no nudity. I used to have to say this in the live shows, and I'm thinking, oh boy, when we get back into the New York Poets Cafe, am I gonna have to be telling people not to get naked? You can be naked from the waist down, but keep it funky. All right, let's get into this chat room. Let's see. Okay, let me also put that list. I see Michelle Ortiz. Is it too late to be added to the waiting list? Yes, the list is closed, but Michelle Ortiz, I believe you are on it. Let me put that list into the chatty chats. Let's see if you see that. Yes, and boom. There it is for everybody. I want to thank our sponsors, National Endowment for the Arts, Council on the Arts, New York City Department of Cultural Affairs, Amazon Literary Partnership, New York City Community Trust. If you'd like to make a donation, please visit nuyorican.org/contribute and follow me, La Bruja NYC. For you non-Latinos, La Bruja NYC. Follow me. And if you want to send me some Venmo love, man, I'll appreciate that too. Okay, so we got Joel Castro, Julia Parsley, Aldaneri Torres, El Profesor Tesosomok to start, an Idiono Ekanem. Let me know if I'm saying these names right or wrong. I see Jeff Cottrell got a beard. But the pink blanket's still in the room. Pinky. Thomas Connor, Umesh in India. This is going to be great. So Joel Castro is up first. Let me see, but let me unmute so that everybody gets a chance to say What up?
What up, dog?
What up?
What up?
What's happening?
What's the deal, yo?
Welcome back.
Hi,
What's
good
up?
evening. Hi there. Hello.
Up what?
Hey,
Hey!
all right. Okay, I see in the chat people say it sounds good. They're feeling good about my Thursday night concept, giving some random people so people get in the room and get on, which is just so great. Oh, Catman Bill says it's a smut night. I'm down for that. It's been a long day. I could certainly appreciate some good old smut. Let's see if Joel is in here. Joel Castro is. And so let's go and unmute.
How you guys doing? Now, bro, I just got on, rushing from work. If you can give me 1 second, I'm just gonna plug up my phone real quick because it's dying. I got you on the phone on this one.
Okay, go ahead, do that. You plug in your phone
All
and
right,
I'll make some announcements. Beatniks Night is back. First Wednesday of every month. We're doing it on the Zoom. You can watch on Zoom, but I am going to be in the New Eurekan Poets Cafe, and some of the artists may come through live. So check that out. I have Tato Torres from Puerto Rico. I have North from Division X. I have Seti Leiba Jr. And who else do I have? I'm forgetting someone else. Oh my gosh. Well, follow me, La Bruja NYC, and you will see who it is. Joel, you good? You still plugging in?
Yeah, I'm plugging in. I got you.
Okay. You let me know when you're ready. So I'm also doing a indigenous land blessing on October 9th.
It's called EC Coast. EC is a Bantu language as well.
Okay, I'm
What's going on
here? Oh, you're good to go? So yes, it's going to be a gathering at 3:30 at Classen Point. It's going to be so beautiful to acknowledge the ancestral lands of the Siwanoy. And I'm just so excited about that. So follow me. Come through. So many events, and they're free and so beautiful and enriching. But now, Joel Castro. Unmute. Joel, I'm asking you to unmute. You there?
Yes. Hey, how you guys doing? How's everybody doing? Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Woo. You can hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hold on a second. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, I don't see the video moving, but I do hear you.
Oh Lord, this is not good at all. This is a bad first start.
It's okay. We all have, a first moments, you know what I'm saying? And it takes courage to get on an open mic, whether it's virtual or on stage. It takes courage, so I commend you for that. And, I love you guys so much. I missed you guys so much. Felt mad guilty and everything. I was like, they must think I don't.
You see the video moving now?
No, let me mute myself.
Oh.
Joel Castro, we're gonna the video is frozen. I don't hear you now. Let me see. So let's see if Julia is here and then we'll try to bring you back. Do I see a Julia? Is Julia in here? I don't see. No, I don't see Julia. Let's see. Alda. Is it Alda la Latina poet as Aldaneri Torres? Could that be correct? I'm going to ask her unmute and see if that's true.
Yes, it's me. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Sorry, let me turn on my camera. Hi, hello. So this is like my third try. I'm still a little nervous. So yeah, I'm ready to share my poem.
Did I say your
So,
name correctly? Did I say your name right?
yes, perfectly.
Fabulous. Don't be nervous. All you got is love in the room.
Thank you. Okay, I'm ready. So this piece is new. It's called Identity. This is what I get asked quite frequently. What are you mixed with? I say, I'm Black. No, I mean, you look different. So what are you mixed with? Why? What do you see when you see me? I reply, I don't know. Oh, wait, sorry. They reply, I don't know. You don't look American. You look some type of Spanish. First and foremost, I'm a Black phenomenal queen. I am puertorriqueña, dominicana y haitiana. I am bilingual and biracial, which makes me mixed. And yes, I am 100% fucking proud of it. Por mis venas corre la sangre negra. En ese sentido, estamos unidos. No, I'm not some type of Spanish. I am first generation American, which has a little spice in it of an Afro Latina. What I get asked quite frequently, what is the beef between Puerto Ricans and the Dominicans? And the Haitians with the Dominicans, my response, mi gente, nosotros necesitamos estar unidos, los estados, países blancos y negros. Escúchame, mi gente, somos latinos y taínos. Por nuestras venas somos uno y solo. Somos negros como los africanos y somos blancos como los gringos. Mi gente, dime algo, ¿me entiende? Let's squash the beef between different identities because, to be honest, we're fucking sick of it. Porque honestamente no estoy para eso. Simply stop the motherfucking hatred. We must be united. We shall not be blinded. Come on, my people, I beg you, just fucking stop it. Thank you.
Woo! What a way to start the night. Wow, that was so cool. I loved it. I loved that the message is true and so fitting because we are in what some people call Hispanic Heritage Month, Latino Heritage Month, Latinx Heritage Month. I still feel we do not have the title yet. We have not found the title. And I think we should just start getting to human.
I'm sorry, I was nervous. I probably noticed, but thank you for the support. I appreciate it.
You were awesome. Let everybody know how to follow you. And then we're going to try with Julio one more time.
Yes, you can follow me on IG as Miss MS _8 A.T. That's it.
Say it one more time because I meant Joel Castro and Julia Parsley. So repeat it again. I'm sorry. Oh, now it's muted. Oh, I'm rusty. Jesus.
Okay, sorry. You can follow me on Instagram as Miss MS _8.T.
Hey, thank you so much. Bendiciones. Power to the people. Keep enlightening and bringing those people together. It's true. We cannot be divided. Look at what's been happening to our Haitian people at the border. I mean, I put a post up about that. I was outraged. Everybody needs to be outraged. Julia is in the room. Joelle left. So let's see. Julia Parsley, you're second on the list. And I'm going to try to unmute you now.
Hello. All right.
Hi.
Thanks for unmuting me. All right, I'm going to read a couple of poems. So I'll start with this one. It's called I Love You.
Oh, Julia, somebody asked in the chat how long everybody has. You have 4 minutes to do your thing. 4
right.
minutes.
This will be pretty
All right.
cute in 4 minutes. All right. So this one's called I Love You. For years, I have kept a bird in my chest in a cage looking up. Now I've met you and seen your cage empty, and I want you to keep me in your chest so that I can look up from wherever you are and feel the movement of your thoughts like sunshine. That one's short. This next one, honestly, it doesn't have a title. It's just my life. So I'm going to read it. So it's untitled. I don't know what to do about you and my head hurts. Have you ever loved someone so much that it physically hurts, like needing to breathe after holding your breath for too long? Like I have to physically restrain myself from loving you, and all I can think about is a big gasp of air. Can you love someone who doesn't love themselves? It's a him problem, not a you problem, is what Elena said when I cried to her, asking why I wasn't enough for you to love me. I don't know if this will work. I didn't expect you to cry. I knew it was a small possibility because it seems like half the time I confront people, they end up crying, which used to make me feel guilty, but I just feel sad now. No guilt. I had to say it, just sad. I can't feel much for you though, because you left me there and I need you to give before I can give more. And yet I feel everything about you at once and I don't know what. Do I make your life miserable? No. Yes. Yes, you have for the past 2 weeks. No, I've been in love with you for almost a year. No, you're my favorite. I think about you to fall asleep. Yes, because you're like ice. Sometimes loving you is one-sided. No, you could never make my life miserable when I want to kiss your face as much as I do. Our potential makes my life beautiful, and what we once were made me feel like something marvelous. But the letdown, that's misery. I don't know. I know the answer is no, but a little more complicated than that. You hurt me so badly, so badly. And I love myself more than I will ever love anyone, so I will always pick me. And I might have to leave because of it if you can't give me an answer better than you were inconvenient. And what the fuck is that? I deserve infinite times better than that. I refuse to ever settle for that. You say you think about me every day. What do you think about? What about me? What do you feel? Because I can't keep answering this question for you in my own thoughts. You said you're afraid I'm too good for you. Maybe, yes. But I don't want to be. I want you to be good. So please just be good. I won't beg you to love me. I can leave you and go find somebody who will. I don't need you. I refuse to demean myself, but you have a chance, so take it. Do you realize? Okay, and the last one I'm gonna read is completely unrelated, and it's called Whiz Biz. All right. When I was a kid, whenever I took those online quizzes about personality and they inevitably asked me the questions, how would your friends describe you? What is your most important trait? How do you want to be remembered? I always answered the same: intelligent, smart, genius, the smartest, brainiac, and passed over brave, loving, happy. All that I cared about was being the best, so that I would be important and nobody could ever hurt me again or leave me behind because my bravery, kindness, happiness wasn't enough and was worthless to them. Intelligence was a concrete thing that I could build and show off in letters and certificates and diplomas. No one could ever tell me I wasn't intelligent when I could prove it. And so that's how I built my armor. There's a show I used to watch about a boy growing up, Adventure Time. He goes on quests with his brother and he's on his own like me, so he has to figure things out. One of the places he went to was called Wizard City, a secret place in the middle of a wasteland, hidden, only accessible to the wizards who were cooler than everyone else. Or at least that was the mentality when you were in there. And in this city were thousands of people who didn't even look like people anymore because they had dove deep into magic so far that their skin turned blue and their heads changed shape and their bodies just gone. Now they were wizards. They went about their entire days discussing magic and how to learn cooler magic to become more important, the highest wizard of them all. They formed secret societies and lost friends, all in the name of WizBiz. WizBiz. I stopped hanging out with my friends at 16 because I needed to spend all my time in the lab. WizBiz. I skipped a singing rehearsal to go to a science fair. WizBiz. I left your birthday party to study for a French test. WizBiz. I never ate the fish I caught because I decided Virginia was more important. WizBiz. I never dyed my hair or changed my clothes or wore makeup because I was worried that if I let myself feel good, I'd lose my edge. WizBiz. I never fell in love, and I scowled at people who did because I saw it as a waste of time, an obstacle to my meteoric rise. WizBiz. I silenced every part of my personality. Whiz-biz, I studied for 16 hours straight and slept in the library. Whiz-biz, I never went to that party. I missed, I ignored. I have a headache from not sleeping. I almost jumped out the window. I haven't eaten anything except crackers in 24 hours. I watched the sun rise from the lab 6 times. I am the best. I had a panic attack, I think. I haven't felt anything in years, so I don't really know. I am so hardcore. I got the highest grade. What are all you losers doing? I'm the smartest person at Columbia. I'm the most miserable person at Columbia. Best person at Columbia, miserable, best, shut up. This is what everyone wants. Later on in the show, I think it's Princess Bubblegum who says wizards are people who've lost themselves to sadness and madness. To escape pain, you numb it with magic, a distraction. And it's so easy to just keep going until you're not even you anymore. Just a couple hours ago, I was offered all the wizarding power under the sun and I turned it down. I don't want to be the best wizard, the king of the hidden city in the middle of the waste. That's the thing. Thanks.
Wow, Julia, that was a trip. You took us on a journey there into like your mind and your heart. Thank you so much for that. Julia Parsley, everybody. I get how to put in the chat how people could follow you. I think you went a little over 4 minutes, so we're gonna keep going. Profesor Tesosomo, put your info in the chat and I'll read it out loud. Apple for Teacher, it's time for the TES Talk. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tesosomo.
Hola. You can catch me on Instagram under Gaseous2019. You know that it would be untrue. You know that it would be a lie if I was to say to you, girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. The time to hesitate is true. No time to wallow in the mire. Try we can and only lose. Let our love become our funeral pyre. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. You know that it would be untrue. You know that it would be a lie if I was to say to you, girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire.
Hey, Profesor Tesosomo playing and singing for the very first time that I've ever witnessed. That was surreal. Wow, people loved it in the chat. Ooh. Wow, change of pace. The Doors. Yeah, we just love the Doors. Wow. Professor just took it to another level. What inspired you to do that tonight?
No, I've been playing guitar all my life. It's just, we got to change it up, man. Advocate says, oh, we got to cut the time. We're in a new economy. We gotta like streamline it to 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Pretty soon, you're just gonna be able to squeal, and that's it. You know.
Oh, well, you killed it, Professor. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, I am putting some snippets on my story on Instagram. I didn't get the first piece, Alda. I'm sorry, because I was just stuck in like the vacuum of the poem. But I am trying to put them on my story so other people could witness your work. And now let's see. Let's see what's good with idiono. Let me know if I'm saying that right or wrong.
Hi there. Hi, Bruja.
How
You said that
doing?
well. I'm good. I'm so scared and nervous, but wow. So grateful to be on here with you guys. Truly appreciate you, Bruja, and Nuyo for this platform. I want to give a couple of really quick shout outs. First to Ray did this for like calling me this morning and telling me to sign up. And then also to Ray Jane, because this piece is inspired off of me wanting to try to do, what is that, freestyling, and it went, it went horrible, but it only took me 2 months to get my thoughts together. And also a little shout out to Marissa Prada for me trying to attempt erotica right now. God help us all. God save the queen. Anyway, so here I go. When I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the wall, and in the back of my mind, I hear my conscience call. I want you. Can you feel it? The anticipation of my energy, like a masterful poetic percussion drumming up desires and gravitational wantings of you. Oh, I have your attention. Your iris blown wide like a fiend by my very lustful thought of you. On sight, struck like a deer in headlights. You are fucked. Slowly amalgamating your breath, pulse, and mind to the rhythmic concentration of what you want me to do to you. Stunned by the provocative flagrance of my tongue, the smooth sensuality of my touch, the richness of my soft skin, the swaddling fullness of my breast, the taut firmness of my hips, the flow of my tassel-ravened mermaid braids, the twinkling of my pretty brown eyes, and the sparkling of my sweet, gentle smile. Your blood swells, rushes uncontrollably, breaking the levees of your vein, busting your brain, throbbing like the volatility of a ticking time bomb fused by your catalytic curiosity of me, salivating on the lyrical girth of your mind while slathering down rainstorms like hurricanes named Idiana, profusely frothing up my cadence and bubbling up flows while you churn up this literal pistons, combusting metaphors at the base of your phallic waterfalls. Transcendent connections releasing euphoric ecstasies while gasping for dear life and strumming echoing calls to your creator like, oh God, oh my God. Breathe, baby. You inhale transformation and exhale resurrections of new life with my sweet embrace set free by my conjurings, erecting streams on this computerized computer love. Yeah, computer love. and peace. Thank you.
Woo! Wow, I broke a sweat.
Thank you.
You went in. What? Oh my
Thank you.
goodness. People are feeling it. Wow. Oh, Bear is in the room. I'm sorry, but yo, profusely frothing up my cadence, the lyrical girth. Tanish, Ray Jane, you're getting quoted up in the chat. You're getting so much. Let everybody know
Thank
how
you
to follow you.
guys.
Yeah, let everybody
Thank
know
you.
how to follow you. Then we're gonna go with Indigo Lee and then Bear Wolf. Let me know if why it is I'm not finding you. Thank you.
IE the number 2 Adorn on IG.
All right. So cool. Guilty. Wow. Okay. Indigo Lee. Let's unmute and Bear Wolf. Let me know what's good. Why I'm not finding Bear Wolf. Oh, propaganda poet is Bear Wolf. Okay. So Indigo Lee, you go, and then we will go with Bear Wolf.
Peace, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh man, thank you for this space. Thank you for the love in this space. Thank you for the energy. It has been so long since I've touched a mic. So I hope I give to you all what I can, what you've given to me, and this is Ode to Poetry. Poetry and pen collide, committing suicide, spilling their blood of words upon my pages. Love notes and blues notes trickling down my memory of the way things used to be. The tracks of my tears make footprints in time, and amidst the blur, somewhere and nowhere converge. My piercing screams, they go unheard. Why? I say, why ain't they listening? I say, why ain't they listening? See, I'm gonna stop singing because rage is a new color in the spectrum, tinted with passion, shaded purple. See, my eyes are the brushstrokes, imagination, the canvas. Thoughts travel quickly through mazes of madness, stumbling on punctuation, period. If poetry were Adam, then I would be Eve. Poetry was there when my mother conceived. If poetry were Adam, then I would be Eve. Poetry was there when my mother conceived. If poetry were Adam, then I would be Eve. Poetry was there when my mother conceived. See, poetry is my thesis. When I'm motivated, I'm ripping rhymes to pieces with the speed and precision of telekinesis, flipping these words, nouns, pronouns, conjunctions, and verbs. You heard? See, if poetry's my thesis, then hip hop is my doctorate. Back to cardboard boxes and popping and locking it. The movement's here and you ain't stopping it. You haters put a sock in it. Because when you long gone, Indigo Lee still gonna be rocking it. If poetry's my thesis, then hip hop is my doctorate. Back to cardboard boxes and popping and locking it. The movement's here and you ain't stopping it. You haters put a sock in it. See, when you long gone, Indigo Lee still gonna be rocking it. See, if poetry were Adam, then I would be Eve. Poetry was there when my mother conceived, and upon them an angel Gabriel said Indigo Lee would be poetry. Now come flow with me. Thank you for that piece. Oh my God, that's my kid.
Wow. Yo, that was jazz. That was like straight jazz. You had me, you sucked me right in. Indigo Lee. Woo!
Thank you so much. Peace, everybody. Thank you.
Yo, how do we follow you? Let everybody know. And then we're going to go with Bear Wolf. That was, wow, what a way to come back. You are
Thank
one of
you. Oh my God. I'll put it in the chat. It's at Erica Merriweather.
Aight. Woo! Indigo Lee. Yo, that was wild. So dope. Amazing. Okay, Bear Wolf under Propaganda Poet.
What's going on, New Yo fam?
I think this is only my second ever Thursday night. So, but I heard it was going on around here on Thursday night, so I had to check it out because I had a Thursday night free for a change. So, thank you.
Welcome back.
Thank you for having these spaces. Thank you for everything you do, all of you, everything you do, everything you are. You make this world a better place because in those wretched countries where a man cannot call his tongue his own, he can scarce call anything his own. For whosoever wishes to overthrow the liberty of a nation must begin so by subduing the freedom of speech. Benjamin Franklin said that. And that is why I am one single confused male in desperate need of a quotarian, as America's train of thoughts is becoming just a bunch of empty boxcars that Willie wouldn't even ride. And I'm forced to hide my treasons inside my rhymes, but every time I get up on stage, my rage, well, it's just a pretty show. Cause you already know everything about to come out my mouth. Man, you've heard all this before. A wise man speaks because he has something to say. A fool because he must say something. Plato. So what can I say that ain't already been said? But I got nothing in my head. Nothing but TV episodes and rehashed song lyrics that I use to try to confuse. Man, I ain't got no magic left. I'm just a victim of self-destructive theft. Many speak of changing the world, but few speak of changing themselves. Leo Tolstoy. So what can I say that ain't already been said? But I got all these thoughts shooting through my head. Shooting stars, one and all, I'm sure. But are they really pure? Are they really the cure? Can I truly say that I'm spitting the truth when I'm relearning old lessons about myself each and every day? A wise, he who knows himself is learned. He who knows others is learned. He who knows himself is wise. Lao Tzu. So what can I say that ain't already been said? But I got all these voices in my head that won't let me stop writing until I right all the wrongs that lead to all the songs that make heroes out of killers and fashion out of shackle thongs. Man, we done gone and forgot that whole concept of divide and conquer, like Black Buffalo Soldiers slaughtering the savage red man, when all they really should have done was just taking the time to extend a hand and maybe try to understand each other then. Maybe our motherland wouldn't have left us all just a bunch of bastards. I can sum up everything that I have learned about life in 3 words. It goes on. Robert Frost. So while teachers were telling me that what I knew isn't poetry, I was taking my rhyme and finding poetry of a different kind, because it just kept echoing in my mind, man. The reasons are clear. It's the truth everyone fears. Like Chuck D once said, the crowd's so near, but you still don't hear. So what can I say that ain't already been said, man? I intend to beat this horse because it's dead, man. It's time we all just wake the fuck up before we all just break the fuck up. And if I'm just repeating myself so much, y'all just feel like numb from the neck up, fine. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, I hate quotations. Tell me what you know. And thank you for doing so every week, every Monday night, Thursday nights when I can make it. Thank you for speaking your mind and sharing your energy, because we all need each other. So thank you.
Wow, yo, you elevated it there with that percussion. Bear Wolf, thank you so much for sharing that. So much love and power. We do need that. And what a great example. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, we're going to keep it going, keep it flowing. Let's see what's good with Ed, the fireman foreman poetastic.
Because you make me feel fantastic.
Yoo-hoo!
Yeah, keep it flowing, keep it glowing. And never stop showing. All right. Hola, guapa. Feliz me de la Hersa Hispana. You're more hard than the savannah, peeling my heart like a ripe banana. Are you guys and girls ready for the protocredible Coco Cabana? All right, let's do this. Adults is gonna be spicy and feisty. Don't want your kids to crying see. So if you please. All right, this is called Deep Pink Blue. Your flawlessness is in your being. Your scrumptious skin going together with mine. Looks like it's time for our worlds to collide. Let me orally illustrate by filling in your lines. Let's begin to feel the increased jolts up our spines. I feel a little bit sexy. I want to get super messy. Time to get loose, jittery, and sweaty. Are you in tune with my sexual feelings now, baby? Searching for those hidden spots, I want to make you mine. I'm going to make your body shake, rock, and pop. Our worlds will come alive while they get aligned. Relax and lay with me tonight. Bask underneath the stars. It's going to be a magnetic sight. I'll take you to Saturn, Jupiter, Uranus, and Mars. I'm going to explore each section. Your pink pages will turn and turn and turn. You're going to receive a large bookmark satisfaction, so good you'll never come back or return. Relax your yummy body with those plump lips. Let me travel to your tunnels to take a little dip. Around your corners, hidden creases, and wet doors, these hands can do wonders. I want to burn your secret beating core. You're going to embrace this energetic, orgasmic Joseph Thunder. Looking through those cute flickering eyes, I see sexual paradise. Or do you feel that time for you get unchastised? I'm going to become one with your butterflies. From each stroke, each touch and kiss, the signs of pleasure. Trust me, I'm not going to pause or miss. Please don't mind the vibrating pleasure. I want you to know these sexual explicit words are true. Let's bask in the lover's glow while I travel to avenues towards your deep pink blue. I have to taste your juices, some liquid on my burning tongue. Come on, be wild, free, and loose. We almost just begun. We're losing our minds. It feels so freaking lovely, admiring your bare chest and behind. Come on, jump faster, my cute, yummy bunny. Beats best of my skills and abilities. We made the sun come back to life. I think we're done from the midnight activities. Now, time to drift between the sheets on a sleeping site. Thank you. Hope you have a good burning tonight.
All right. Ed, the fireman foreman, heating it up. Poetastic, sometimes porntastic.
Anything to make you feel majestic?
Hey, I off the dome, homegrown. All right. Thank you so much. Peace.
Peace.
Yes. Ed the fireman foreman putting it on the grill for you. Larry Richardson is listed up next, but I don't see a Larry Richardson in the room. If I'm not seeing you, please let me know. Since Raymond Camacho is next, let's go with Ray Did This. The Coqui Man.
Hi. Hi. I totally forgot about my cookies, but they're in the background. It's so nice to see you. Thank you, everyone. This poem is a call to action. It's called New Yorkers Don't Sleep. Last night was rough. Tossing and turning, reliving the nightmares of my ex. Why haven't I moved? Why haven't I healed? Why haven't I forgiven him or forgiven myself or whatever bullshit affirmation people keep telling me? Forgiveness, as if it was that easy. It takes time, they say, but it's been over a year and I'm too afraid to be with anyone else. Anxiety sky high when another man touches me. And when I wander the streets at night, men won't even look at me. 3.9 million men in this godforsaken city. Not even one looks at me. Not even one wants to fuck me. Why don't men want to fuck me? When did I become Miranda when all I wanted to become was Samantha? Maybe I'm just a Carrie clinging to Mr. Big Dick. Life must be so fucking easy for these white women, bochinchando all day long, while the rest of us slave at 9 to 5 because poetry doesn't pay, day after day, placed in a little white box, being told that my work wasn't good enough and that everybody needs to do their part, even though my ancestors already did their part to keep this fucking country afloat. And I'm already doing my part in this American dream. New Yorkers don't get to sleep. Endless nights tossing and turning, waiting to hear the coquis. Maybe if we continue to do our part, maybe if we consume frozen manduros and instant yellow rice, maybe we'll finally fall asleep. Since we already decided collectively that we're gonna die on this godforsaken artificial island, white people, isn't that good enough that we continue the cycle of colonization by colonizing ourselves and colonizing our children, pass down this bleach history like a torch, a rite of passage? In order to be New Yorican, we need to give up the dream of going back home. Puerto Rico is just monopoly, and white people love to roll the dice. Open a business in San Juan tax-free. White people are eating up the island piece by piece, and my people are still living in poverty. 250,000 Puerto Ricans without power each and every night. And while New Yorkers toss and turn, these Puerto Ricans are resilient enough to keep up the fight. How the fuck do we let the government sell part of El Yunque to the white man? El Yunque. 20% of the island's fresh water comes from El Yunque, and this government wants to cut it up and sell it to the highest bidder. Shame. Shame that we write metaphors about board games because the audience is either too dumb or not interested to help Puerto Rico. Shame. Shame on us. Shame on me. I shouldn't be living in this American dream, writing poetry while my people are starving. I am not starving. While my people are protesting, I am not protesting. While my people are living in poverty, I am not living in poverty. When my people are fighting to thrive, I am thriving. Shame on me. Shame on every New Yorican willingly choosing this American dream in the city that never sleeps because there are no coquis in New York City. And fuck the government for shipping the coquis to Hawaii. I hope the coquis eat up that island the way white people are eating up ours. Thank you.
Oh shit, you went all the way off.
Thank you, thank you. We have to do our part, man. We gotta help Puerto Rico. They need our help.
It's very triggering. I've been, I sit with that a lot, between feeling hopeless and helpless and fighting at the same time, and seeing it, watching it. It's everything you mentioned, the Yunque part. I mean, even what they were doing with, putting our people in the dark on purpose, really. Mm-hmm. That's the way so many people died after Hurricane Maria. It wasn't the hurricane that killed them. It was that neglect, purposeful, vulture capitalism, disaster capitalism. And it's just, it hurts. So I don't even know what to say, yo. But Camacho, you killed it. That's all I can tell you.
Thank you.
Much love.
Decolonize Puerto Rico.
Yes. Please do. And I have a what do you call it? Forget it. I'm trying to colonize the national anthem. I have put up a protest for it on change.org because I feel like that's part of it too. Like changing the wording. If we can start getting our people to say, the right words, the old words, the rebellious words, that it's the power of the word is going to infiltrate the mind into the spirit and create change. But anyway, thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you for this platform. Thank you, Neo Rican. Thank you.
Peace. That was crazy. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to unmute. I want to say your name correctly. Aishwarya Rain. I'm asking to unmute.
Yes, Aishwarya.
Aishwarya.
Warya.
Aishwarya.
Yeah.
Hello, where are you tonight?
Hi. I'm in New York City.
Great. Well,
and thank you. And this is my first time performing poetry at an open mic.
Ever?
Yeah.
Oh my God, do you want me to sing you the Pop the Cherry song?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
We going to pop the cherry, baby. Pop the cherry, baby. Pop the cherry, baby. Pop, pop the cherry, baby. Pop! Ladies and gentlemen, for the very first time ever, ay Dios mío, Aishwarya.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yay! Welcome.
Today I'll be reciting a piece called Everlasting, and the theme is home. Two eyes that look familiar, a smile as sweet as nectar. Home travels from the surface of your lips to your fingertips. Home soothes scars and stops you from falling apart. The warmth of a lover and the comfort of an old cardigan. Whiffs of chocolate and a sky full of stars. Home resides in the depth of your heart, a spotless reflection of who you are. Sealed in a pickle jar, hidden in a keychain shaped like a heart, treasured through pendants and rings, measured by the happiness it brings. Home freezes moments as life passes you by, free like a bird in the blue sky. Holds you softly when you want to cry, rekindles the calm you felt at 5. When you are lovable despite flaws, it is home. Where the past or future cease to plague your mind, it is home. Where your intricacies are not overlooked, it is home. Where sunsets do not give rise to heaviness, it is home. In a melody that accompanies your creamy cup of morning coffee, home transcends concrete walls. In the cool breeze that brushes against your skin one evening, home unravels a myriad of emotions. Where do you go when you're hot and hollow? What do you need on your darkest days? How do you persevere with no one around? Who guides you when you want to be found? Home is tender, invigorating, magical, and healing. Home is a shape shifting childhood blanket. Home replaces fear with faith. Home can be physical, emotional, or spiritual, where you radiate the stillness and certainty of the moon. Experiences that require you to be patient and graceful. People who inspire you to emerge from your cocoon. When you no longer desire to be hateful. Home differs with age and location, but feels the same. Home reminds you to put yourself first. Home helps you wash away the shame. Home stops you from anticipating the worst. Where will you go to find your home next? What makes a fragrance or movie so special? How do flowers become band-aids for the broken-hearted? When did food replace friendship? In the silence that surrounds you at dawn, while swaying to your favorite song, during a walk in a thriving garden, on an airplane to a land that is foreign. Home is inescapable. Home is everlasting. Thank you.
Wow, a poet has been born tonight. You are a natural. Dude, realize that? Oh my goodness, it was just so tender and sweet. It was like a lullaby. You could see in the chat how much love you received. Welcome, what you are home.
Thank you. Thank you.
Beautiful. Congratulations. Let us know how to follow you. Put that in the chat. That was amazing, amazing, beautiful. Oh my God, so moving. Okay, I see Matthew Maro King was in the room. Is it Maro King now? Matthew, I don't see you. You disappeared. Are you under Maro King? Is that who? And if not, we're gonna go to Amanda Villanueva. Is that you? Maro King, is that you? Because I saw you under Matthew before. Let me know. It is. Oh, there you go. Okay, boom. Great. Here we go. Let's unmute Matthew Maro King, who has his own book out. He's been doing the hustle with the muscle.
I have. I've been trying actually.
Succeeding, not trying. There's no try. It's only do.
I've been doing. This is the reason why everything's like so messed up right now. Like my computer like died like 2 days ago, and I'm just like, what? So I'm using like a loaner right now, and I'm just like, this is all weird.
I mean,
yeah, yeah. maybe I got tired of hearing my poetry. Maybe just like I don't know if this is a sign from the universe or something. Anyways, I went to Poetry Slam last Tuesday. Hopefully got another one this next Tuesday, but went to 2 days ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that. I forget. Anyways, I used like the text to speech on my drive home because the nearest like anything poetry is 2.5 hours away. So on my drive home, I used text to speech to try to write a poem, and I'm not sure how it went. I just copy and pasted it into a Google Doc, and I'm gonna try to read it. So we going about this. Okay, now let's get into this. Now, let me tell you, people ask if I'm a virgin. I tell them no because I have anxiety. And I've definitely have been fucked over at least once by that. Like, when Pac-Man semis drive on both sides of me on the three-way lane, and I feel like the blue ghost, so I pull over to a gravel road and let the corn consume me instead, because at least that is familiar. Or when I see a beautiful woman and they're dressed up all nice and I don't want to make a move or anything, I just want to tell them, sis, you looking good. But that kind of freaks me out because I don't know what they'll think of me or what I think of myself. Will I look awkward? Is this a strange thing to do? Will they think I'm a strange person? I don't know. Or about all the times I failed to speak up in class or in groups or in partners or even by myself because I feel like my voice is too weak to even escape my lips. Yeah, it eats at the lips, passes the folds, and I can't leave for some reason. Like I wasn't even worthy enough to muster out the air to put on the hot dog of conversation that was being created, or all the small towns restaurants, because I will be made up of small towns that I never visited because they exist in towns that are only 6 silos long, because I want to go, but then I look at my skin and I fear for standing out too much. Or all the dangerous times where I never went to parties, amusement park rides, or events that, friends invited me to, but I chickened out because there's too many or too little people going that I know at the function, or maybe there's just too many or too little components of myself to execute that activity without feeling or looking too weird. Or all the friendships and relationships I've lost because I was too scared to send a text, too scared to talk to them, too scared to mature up and try to fix it, too scared to scream for help when they needed it or when I needed it, or too scared, or sometimes I'm just too scared. Or for all the times I said I'm sorry and took things back or hid them with humor and the JK, the LOL on the end, because if I say what I think, then it might be too much for you, because I tend to be a little too much and for people to handle, and you ain't no atlas, so I don't want to give you my sky, the world, el mundo, porque this ain't no loteria. If I put all my chips in on this one, I could easily go broke. Or how I avoid talking to my grandma and parents because I'm afraid to be ridiculed of a language that I was supposed to inherit, but I feel like I got only half. How it grinds on my tongue the opposite way that it's supposed to, and never feel like it truly belonged within my mouth. Anxiety is like a cold, twisted towel that I've been trying to wring out every last drop from my body, but you know that you'll never truly get every last drop. Anxiety is me hiding from the sun within my own shadow. Anxiety has kept me from going on the stage and reading, from writing to the page, from believing that I can make a change. So how could I ever tell you that I've been a virgin when anxiety has fucked me over so many times already? Anxiety is that whisper in my ear, that ringing that doesn't stop speaking, doesn't stop being. Anxiety likes me to kiss familiar things, to stay within the curtain of what's known. Anxiety is itchy church clothing that I'm trying to rip away. Anxiety has fucked me over so many times. All I gotta say now is, anxiety, fuck you too. Thank you.
Oh my God, se me pararon los pelos. I have like all my hair standing up on end. Matthew, oh my God.
Thank you. That was my first one. I got like one more Sure to
Okay.
work somewhere.
Yo, can we just let that sink in though? Cause
Oh
that
yeah, for sure.
was,
Yeah,
woo!
again, that was actually really freaking hard to read because like you know how text to speech is. Like I'm in my car driving talking, so I can't like look at what's typing. So I'm like, it put like Zendaya instead of anxiety for some of the lines. So I'm like, that's definitely not what I meant. But like, and like all this other stuff. So I'm like,
it was the vulnerability of it. I mean, it just the language that you didn't inherit only half. Like yo, you fucking killed that shit.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
I'll fix it up and like make it clean and then like.
Nah, man, it was dirty and beautiful. It was perfect, just like that. Watch it on YouTube when after this.
All right, I'll do
Go
that.
ahead,
I'll do that.
Do your short poem, and then we're gonna go with La Tormenta.
All right, this one's a new one I just wrote. I had time to like actually look at it and write it. It's called "My Town is a Lighthouse." Yeah. So my title, "My Town is a Lighthouse." In the middle of a cornfield, steam rises from its top, twisting like a pig's tail, blocking the sun. Squeals whistle across sunset husk as they curl, cooking tamales within. Storm-powered bulbs boom lightning sight after the wind brushes the corn's kernel teeth. Pesticide hives, empty as skin stings the air and noses explode with pollinated string. Thunder pumps hearts and lightning licks eyes to show those who are lost the way back home. Thank you.
Thank you. Matthew Maroquin. Follow Matthew. Get that book.
I'll put my link straight in the chat. Thank ya.
Yo, so powerful. All right. Now we're going to see what's good with La Tormenta, the storm, Amanda Villanueva.
Hi.
Hi.
I missed you.
I missed you too. You're giving me very the vibes of the new with the black and the white the Dalmatian Cruella de Vil.
Oh,
yes.
shit.
I love it.
Love that. I might have to write a poem about that. That's dope. Thank you for that. All right, I'm gonna get into my piece. I'm kind of on the same wave as Maddie. I wrote this at a workshop a couple of days ago, and I haven't really taken a look at it. I was editing it in the room, but we're gonna get into it. It's called Tonight, I'll Just Mark You Absent. Merciful, filled miracles show up at my door in the form of I see you when you can't seem to be seen anywhere else, discarded, hidden high on the crooked shelf of a messy room, smelling the stench of doom arriving soon, afraid to ask for help, afraid to ask for a pass, to stop being so mean to me, of just wanting you to read to me, of just wanting us to write a much sweeter story, of just salty ocean eyes squinting to make sure you can see me right. Slow dancing with fright as I call out for your love letters, the ones that sprinkled pizzazz on my past, welcoming me back to this sacral chakra dance. Romance comes in the form of a miracle when you thought you didn't deserve one. When you thought fun forgot your address. When you wink back at the madness sinking into your overused mattress, your umbrella for underused lovers, black satin covers cannot hide this black swan lost in her black pride. So tonight, I'll just mark you absent. Thank you.
All right. You got names going. Ray James, Tormenta de Vil. Then I put Cruella Villanueva. Go off with that new shit. Get it. La Tormenta, Amanda Villanueva. Thank you for that. Okay, Jeff Cottrell. What is good?
Okay, I'm gonna bring out an oldie. I'm sure some of you have heard it before. It's called Safety Instructions. Congratulations on your purchase of the new Darwina 2021 microwave oven. I updated the year to 2021. Your Darwina microwave oven will provide first-rate microwave cookery for you and your family for years to come. Before you begin operating your Darwina microwave oven, please read the following safety instructions in order to maximize your continuing satisfaction with our product. Do not operate your Darwina microwave oven if the door cannot close properly or if it is bent in any way. Do not use if the hinges or latches are broken. Do not stand in front of the Darwina microwave oven for a long period of time, as this has been known to cause tumors. Do not leave an operating Darwina microwave oven unattended. Do not use a brown paper bag to cook popcorn, as this creates a risk of fire. Do not put your face or any other body part inside your Darwina microwave oven while it is operating. Do not bring your Darwina microwave oven into the shower or bathtub with you. Do not lift your Darwina microwave oven in the air and strike it upon your head repeatedly. This has been known to cause injury. Do not stand under a falling Darwina microwave oven after it has been dropped from a tall building. Do not place your Darwina microwave oven in a catapult and then have someone release the catapult while you are standing within the oven's flight path. This can be rather dangerous. Do not use your Darwina microwave oven as an ear piercing tool or for home dentistry. Do not play catch with your Darwina microwave oven. Do not attempt to fit your Darwina microwave oven fully into your mouth or any other bodily orifice. Please do not fill your Darwina microwave oven with explosives and then detonate them while you are within 1 meter of the oven and eating a deli stick. Do not hold your Darwina microwave oven while jumping off a high cliff and trying to fly. Do not hold your Darwina microwave oven while running into an operating airplane propeller. Do not use your Darwina microwave oven to help jam scissors into your crotch. Do not walk with your Darwina microwave oven late at night on random side streets in downtown Detroit. Do not attempt to tweak the nose of a wild grizzly bear while in the vicinity of your Darwina microwave oven. Do not use your Darwina microwave oven as a masturbatory aid. This is not necessarily dangerous, but it is a little weird. Do not attempt to operate your Darwina microwave oven while tied to a railroad track, dangling from a skyscraper, running through enemy fire across a battlefield, sticking your head out the window of a moving vehicle, playing Russian roulette, waving raw meat in front of a charging bull, diving into an empty swimming pool, eating Drano, drinking arsenic, horsing around in a room full of industrial machinery, or smoking. Do not attempt to operate your Darwina microwave oven while pulling the trigger of a pistol, only to find that the pistol appears to be out of bullets, and then out of puzzlement and curiosity, peering down the barrel of said pistol while pulling the trigger again. Thank you for taking the time to read the safety instructions for your new Darwina 2021 microwave oven. Every one of these safety instructions was created as a result of numerous tests involving a multitude of live human and animal subjects, many of whom were orphans, kittens, and adorable doe-eyed little bunnies. So that was called Safety Instructions, and I have two Zoom features this weekend. I will put the info in the chat. They're both open mics, so if you're not coming for me, come for the open mic and do the thing.
Wow. Yo, I've never heard that piece before. So that was new shit to me. And that was hilarious. That warning label must have been the Darwina. Oh my God, whatever oven. Yo, your mind is a labyrinth, Jeff. I really appreciate it.
Cheers.
He did that. Jeff Cottrell, everybody. Follow Jeff Cottrell, jeffcottrell.com. You deserve being featured, and people will come to hear you. Okay, Mr. Speaker Sears is up next. Haven't seen you in a while. How you doing?
Doing great. How you doing?
Good. Good to see you.
Good to be here. So we're going from comedy to a little bit more serious. But special operator. See, over the years, many individuals have asked me, what is it like to be a special operator? Well, we live life in a blink, one breath or one decision at a time. In my world, silence is communication. We move at the speed of war and we think in layers. We read between the lines and we see through walls and around corners. we hear what's not being said. Because we respond to failed politics. We bring crazy to situations and jump into dangerous situations. We run toward things normal people run from. We smell gunpowder at a distance. Where I work at, security clearances are high as the Eiffel Tower. Your need to know raises my suspicion. My shooting range is 10 times greater than Steph Curry's. In my world, every meeting is a family reunion. Every march is a parade, and every paycheck is a fortune, and every meal is a feast. My buttons, baby, don't ever push them. Disrespect is my trigger. Touch my family or my friends, and I'm pulling triggers. We use a different, bad decisions, we use a different form of English, and good decisions are forgotten. Bad decisions often haunt you while we provide safety, security, and freedom. See, I am an imperfect man doing a very difficult job protecting the good and the bad of this flawed land. I don't need new friends, and I am only one of a tremendously long line of individuals who defend, die, live, fight, all in an effort to secure freedom and live in peace. Thank you.
Ooh, Mr. Speaker Sears. Yeah, I could never even imagine what it is to be you. Thank you for sharing that. And disrespect is the trigger. That's for damn sure. Gotta respect that. Like, it's good to see you.
Good to be here.
Yeah. So the soldier life is just something else.
Yeah.
What you put, how you have to, I don't know, like compartmentalize certain things and, just in order to do a job like the duty, and it's just, between race, between, everything in America. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Whew, that was heavy. Let's see what Thomas Connor is bringing to the table. Another.
What's going on, Bruja?
Gentleman that goes in deep. How you doing?
Chilling, always chilling. I just finished writing this actually, so it's new shit.
New shit. We got a lot of new shit tonight.
All right, here we go. First year in college. I remember the ride. E-train Jamaica Center, backpack in red, lights flickering, book in hand, Malcolm X. J's on my feet, blade snugged in pocket, hood shit, had to keep myself safe. Conductor calling stops, cops at every stop. Shit hasn't changed that much, cats still get rushed. Memories of high school still crowding my mind, yet crew absent this time. I rewind, thoughts of walks with Pop to first grade. But this day I walked alone, guarding grill and dome. Q10 to Q60, that part of Queens Boulevard that goes hard to safe, then back to hard again. Memories shine hard in my pen. QB crew on the corner welcomed me to rock with them instantly. I'm back home again. Yo, Big Larry, pass that blunt, Ken.
That's your new shit. That's the way you're at right now.
That's where I'm at right now.
I feel you. Pass that. Pass the chip on the left hand side. Thomas Connor, a lot of people don't know, he's lethal with the hands too, not just the lyrical.
Don't tell me you saw the video too while I was sparring. I know Advocate saw my video of my instructor sparring with me, so I got to bring that down. I got to take that down. We got to get rid of that.
No, make more videos. I definitely.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I'm a cool guy. I'm cool. I'm about peace and love. Peace and love. but always ready for war. So,
Exactly. You know, as they say, it's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war.
that's right,
So,
Sun Tzu. Absolutely.
thank you, Thomas. Great to
Thank you.
hear you. Good to see you.
Thank you.
So I don't see no Tabitha in the room. I checked in the chat, no Tabitha. So we're gonna go all the way to India to visit our friend Unmesh Mohitkar.
Hey, La Bruja, how are you? Long time.
Yes. Is that a real garden behind you, or is that an image?
Yeah, it's a real garden. It's a real garden.
Yeah, it looks real. Okay. What's going on, Unmesh? Let's unmesh life right now.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, shots, less old shits, but yeah, short ones. Okay, here we go. He kept pacifying the world. The world inside him was burning to ashes. Smile was thorny, eyes stone, unhinged, walking on the edge, giving him no edge, creating within himself a wedge. Heart spoke of love. Mind mindlessly minded the gap. Mind mindlessly minded the gap. That was the first one. This is the second one. Facing falling boulders, running away from collapsing thunderous glaciers, journey to nowhere, infinite silence, pinching peace, pieces of his heart plastered everywhere. Never become one with nature's beauty, always preferred many faces with one heart, always preferred many faces with one heart. That was the second one, and this is the last one. Almost road ended, almost flowers dried, almost fuel finished, almost water bottle empty, almost sweat dried, almost book finished, almost toast roasted, almost ghost dead. Long live the frozen dreams. Long live the frozen dreams, gliding through the dark clouds. Morning arrived, smelling like fresh coffee. Gliding through the dark clouds, morning arrived, smelling like fresh coffee. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Oh, beautiful. Unmesh Mohitkar. How are your open mics going?
It's going wonderful, bro. I'm planning to invite you and Advocate in one of those so that we can advertise it. Okay, La Bro Advocate visits Let's Unmesh Life.
Yes. Okay. Well, let's talk about that. That sounds good to me. Always great to hear you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. And the New Rican Cafe right through the pandemic. I think it's like it has given me a new life and community, friendship. I think which is something which very very important, and we have understood this importance in during the time of pandemic as well. And thanks a lot for that. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, Unmesh. Just so sweet. Believe me, I feel it. I feel it too. I really do. Thank you. Woo! So sweet. Unmesh Mohitkar in a garden in India. What? Got birds and shit. You got some Indian birds sounding all exotic out there in a jungle. Well, now let's see. How is Tanish?
Hey, Rue, how's it going?
Hey, how are
Good
you?
to see you.
Good to see you too. It's been too long.
It's been a long time. Yeah. So I guess tonight I was just gonna read from a book I started like years ago, but I've kind of started picking it up again.
Okay. Breathing some new life into some old poetry. I'm here for it.
That's it, basically, in a nutshell. So it's called What If We Lose? And it is the title, or that's the title, and then it's a foreword by Lao Tzu, which is sort of a callback to propaganda poet from one of his quotes tonight. Being deeply loved by someone gives you strength, while loving someone deeply gives you courage. Introduction. You notice the light bulb tick in the lamp you've been sitting next to for a year. You lean in on your left elbow and look right at it, up and into it. Has it been ticking all this time and you never bothered to realize? A thought asks you if you've been ignoring your home. The ticking taunts you with the question, am I ticking time? You get lost in that sound as you look right at the source, a light bulb alit. The repetition is faint enough to sound like a faraway train, the chain against the rails, and as you lean closer to the light, you hear voices from inside it. Faint whispers. Your mind is taking you on a ride. At first, you don't believe it. You think you're going insane hearing mumbles. But little by little, an entire world begins to open up from the lamp. The moment you first believe it, the moment you let its existence into your heart, it's as if cracks of light fled over you. And then you believe it for longer and longer stretches of time, until you believe it for more time than you don't. You're in the light longer than in darkness. You're in the lamp longer than outside it. Or is it that you found the same light inside you in the lamp? Next comes the deep knowing, and you're hearing a lady whimper in the lamp, carrying a century of lives, love, death, destiny. It has absorbed everything from atop the tables of all those who've owned it, just as it has absorbed you. You are in their living rooms, hallways, bedrooms, corridors, boudoirs. You hear the sorrow, you feel it throbbing in your bones. It's like a pulse, ba-bum, ba-bum, the rhythm at the base of sorrow itself. The beating lulls you to sleep, and in your dreams they visit, each one of them searching for something. They all have that in common. They've been looking a while, so long they don't know how long. So long they don't remember what it feels like not to look. So long, some of them, they've forgotten what they're searching for. That's it. It's a fiction book that I started a few years ago. And I kind of put it down, but I'm starting to do it again.
Thank you, Tanish. I always love your delivery too. It's such a gentle, it's like gentle and strong at the very same time. Yes, Bill loved it. Julia wants to read that book. Very, very lovely. Yes, keep breathing into it, polishing it, chip away at it, make it all that you want it to be. And we are here to receive it. Aren't we lucky? Yes, Tanish. So lovely. Okay, Bill Elkins says he's ready. He's ready to rock and roll for us. Bill Elkins out in Cali.
Hey, LeBrew, how are you? Long time no see. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, they say. Okay, I like to do an original. It's entitled The Best Years of My Youth. I hope you like it. Rustic old coffee house, folk music, poetry, intellectual chat. My memories of the 60s where folk singers and poets had their day. My refuge from Milwaukee's vapid south side, The avant-garde brought folk music into my life. Dylan Oaks, Cohen, Baez, and Seeger. I first heard their songs at the Guard. The folk singer and my friend Jane Doe enraptured me with her singing and her song. Big brown eyes and long brown hair. Her songs filled me with melody and desire. Poetic, tuneful, and hypnotic. She captured my imagination and my heart. The Guard moved me from rock to folk music, from electric to acoustic guitar. South side to east side, I'm a refugee from hell. The Guard was a safe haven for me. From ridiculous to sublime, my life it did go every day during the best years of my youth. Donning long hair and bell-bottom blue jeans, I was an aspiring folkie, you see. Crossing the viaduct to Wisconsin Avenue, I took the Sherman Downer bus to the Guard. As an alienated Southside teen, I first sang at the Guard one cold Wisconsin night. Exhilarated and redeemed, my song for Jane Doe she never heard. Alas, my dear friend was not there. I later learned she died from a drug overdose. Numb with sorrow and anger, I put down my guitar, transfixed and confused. I retreated back to the South Side, back to my dysfunctional world. But my disillusion was quite short-lived, as I soon grabbed my guitar and played Jane's song. I wrote another song as her requiem, thanking Jane for believing in me. Entitled, Ode to My Jane Doe, I bade a final farewell to my friend. South side to east side, I'm a refugee from hell. The Guard was a safe haven for me. From ridiculous to sublime, my life it did go every day during the best years of my youth. Donning long hair and bell-bottom blue jeans, I'm aspiring folkie, you see. Crossing the viaduct to Wisconsin Avenue, I took the Sherman Downer bus to the Guard. This song is my elegy to the 60s, when folk music captured the zeitgeist of that time. When this woman without name rescued me from my adolescent abyss. When the Marines drafted my best friend Bob and shipped him the Nam to kill the yellow man. I protested when Nixon came to town, and later wrote my first protest song. Yeah, the times were replete with change in every city across our land. Our age of innocence was trampled upon by the dark nature of man. But it was the best years of my youth, when we made ourselves heard throughout the world. It was the best years of my youth, when we made ourselves heard throughout the world. When we made ourselves heard throughout the world. Thank you.
Bill Elkins. Oh my God, that made me nostalgic, and it wasn't even my story.
Thank you. It was a few years ago. Glad you liked it.
Lovely, lovely, lovely job. Bill Elkins, everybody.
Thank you, LaBruja.
A little clip on the Instagram so you can see it and share.
Okay, thanks.
All right, Bill Elkins. Wow. Now, whoop. Okay, Generalissimo Brian Franco is next. We missed.
He was next, and he isn't anymore.
Oh,
I
no,
have to tell
sorry.
you, La Bruja, that Pinky has got to be the prettiest dog in the world. There must be some witchcraft that keeps that dog looking so young. She's an old girl, isn't she?
She is an old girl. Actually, her back legs are starting to fail her when she walks and stuff, but she still looks like a puppy. Yeah. She's
such a pretty girl. I have a haiku.
Okay.
When I feel bewildered when I write haikus for a certain witch poet. I don't know who that would be. It could be Pinky, because I think Pinky's a witch poet too. So I got a couple of poems, some new poems. The first is called, I think at the top of the page, Hiding Place. It has been too many years since we last saw each other. We were still in love when life threw multiple wrenches at us. All we could do was duck and cover and run or risk permanent injury. There was too much that was beyond our control. We knew we'd never be the same again. After we ended, there were times I wished my love for you had been unrequited. Just over 2 years later, you introduced me to him. He insisted I come to the wedding. He even sat me next to his redheaded friend at the singles table as an obvious setup. The wedding was the last time we saw each other. I was genuinely happy for both of you after your child was born, but I mourned our potential child we used to talk about all those years ago. You wanted a boy named Sylvester just so we could call him Sly. I wanted a girl named Mazzy, named after my grandmother. You said you'd think about it. You had a way of humoring me as if you were veiled to lunch. She said she always wished that we had made it through the troubles. She proceeded to show me photos of her grandchild and tell me how amazing your life was. Her husband called to invite me to the funeral. He said that you valued our friendship. I wished we hadn't fallen out of touch. My heart ached that I wasn't able to be there for him or your mom or to say goodbye. You will always be the one that got away, but stayed hidden deep in my heart until the end. And one more piece called Why I Googled Whether Crocodiles Cry. It feels inevitable I will cry. I can feel these tears forming in my stomach. I think their salinity level is low. They feel more like a backward sigh rising through my esophagus than labored breaths of an anxiety attack trying to win a yodeling contest. Maybe this crying jag will last less than a minute. Maybe there will only be a few boiling hot tears inching down my cheeks. Maybe they will only exit from one eye. Maybe I will feel them at the edge of an eyelid, fighting to go on an emotional strike, leaving the whites of my eyes burning and bloodshot with no salty discharge, as if I were a depressed crocodile. Thank you.
Wow, generalissimo Brian Franco. The tenderness of it, the vulnerability, it always gets me. And today there was no food involved, so you didn't make me hungry, but you definitely pulled at my heart.
Oh, there was marshmallows and hot chocolate.
Oh, that's right. But you know that usually you get into like some food, which when you come into New York, I definitely want to have a meal with you. You're a foodie and I'm a foodie, and I think a meal is in order. Generalissimo Brian Franco, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
The way you described holding the tears, and I feel that it's important that men know, that it's okay to cry. It's necessary. It's important.
Yes, ma'am, madam.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, generalissimo. And for the haiku, Pinky's not a poet.
Oh, you don't know it. I believe Pinky is a poet, and you just don't know it.
I know I haven't learned her poetry language yet. Okay. So I did skip Tabitha because Tabitha had the name Spoken Hurts. So we're going to get to Tabitha. We're going to get to Joel at the top, but we're going to just go through the list. Anthony Misiano is up next. And congratulations, Anthony, on a successful run of your show.
Thank you very, very much. Yeah, it went very well, and I was very, very happy with it. Great turnout and a great crew. None of them are here at the moment, which is crazy, but a good crew from New York came to on Saturday after the Wild Poets event. And it was great. I was very thankful.
So courageous of you. One man show is no damn joke. I'm sure it was. I wanted to see it. I already communicated with you. I hope
if I get it remounted, though, I'm dragging you in there. I'm gonna find a way.
Okay, I'm down for it.
All
I
right.
squeezed really hard.
I did, and you'll find out what that means. You'll find out because it won't be what you think. But yeah. So I have some new shit for tonight, and just jump on into it. So here it goes. Am I running towards or running from? What is this constant race? This thing I'm always speeding to that's streaked across my face. It's blazoned in my eyes, this glow, this fire that glistens. But is it something in the distance, or is it from within? Am I trying to achieve or reach ascending to some peak, or am I simply running from a past I see as weak? A foundation built on scars and lies from which my smiles forged. A family of broken ties from which my trust was purged. A daily bloody lip from which the taste of love was learned, and yet respect always demanded, given, never earned. The tempo that's inside my mind is faster than I speak. It races frantically from side to side, attempting just to reach the next thought quicker than another, so I beat them to the punch before that punch strikes me across the eye. Why? Do I think that if I'm quick enough, I can outrun my past? That if my mouth moves fast enough, I won't get hit again? That if my jokes are sharp enough, they'll just cut through the guilt of denying I'm just throwing bricks from the house of which I'm built? If I achieve what I define as success, will I stop running? Or will I ever accept I cannot outrun myself?
Yo, that may be new shit, but that sounded like it was written in the 1800s or some ancient shit. It sounded like timeless.
Thank you very much.
Woo! Get it, Anthony.
Thank you. Thank you.
Woo! And yep,
That's
people are in the chat saying, you know, you have a voice for audiobooks. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. And you can follow me on Instagram at Howdy Anthony. It's real easy. Howdy Anthony. It's like you're saying it, but you type it with your fingertips on a screen or a keyboard. Okay.
You could describe anything and make it sound like some really big thing. Thank you. Howdy, Anthony. Anthony Miziano. I squeezed really hard. Love that poem. Keep writing. That new shit was fire.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Whew. Yeah, right. Some bedtime story shit. Lost myself. Michael Sindler's not in the room, so we're gonna go with Alexander, the GOAT Goldberg. Yes, Horbensky Goatberg, the Goatmeister.
Hello, Bruja. Hello, everyone. Tonight, I am presenting a poem dedicated to the 80th anniversary of mass shootings in Kiev. It's a really tragic poem, but I believe it needs to be read. So here it is. There are events without a term of limitation. The ashes of class are knocking at my heart. All atrocities that happen to our nation are among those on lands that have been occupied. One of the gravest crimes, one of the first of evils, is shooting thousands of the peaceful Jews in Kiev. The reason for it was the racial doctrine stating inferiority of every other nation. Today, we saw the lighting of the fire. Today, we came to honor those who died here. Today, we pray with all spiritual figures. Today, we're joined by our country leaders. Today, we lay the flowers with the pebbles. We're honoring their memory with candles. Today in subway, we can see light boxes. Today we see the past and present photos. Today we teach our kids important lesson of what has happened here. It leaves a strong impression. Though it was 80 years ago, we can't forget it. It's a great tragedy. There won't be entertainment. My relatives are buried here. I've paid a visit. We must remember it so it's never repeated. We will forever honor those who died back then. I'll add my poem with a phrase, never again. Thank you.
Thank you, Alexander, the GOAT Goldberg. You always, you know, bring your history and things in the world that I don't know about, and you bring it just right into our world. And it's just fascinating.
Yes. I believe it's important topics, and it needs to be brought up. Yeah, in the memory of those who died at that time. Yeah.
So important to keep those, you know, the memory alive. So many people, you know, die, you know, at the hands of injustice, and it's important that we remember. So thank you so much.
Yes, absolutely.
Alexander the GOAT Goldberg. Always with the poetic history, letting us know and making us feel. Okay, so Joel Castro, I see Castro Joel and Joel Castro. I don't know which one to unmute. I'm gonna go for Joel Castro first, and then if not, let me know if it should be Castro.
You
Joel.
chose correct.
Okay, great. So let's hear it. Joel Castro, he was number 1 on the list. Now he's making it work. Okay.
You chose correct, yes. You hear me? All right, perfect, great. All right, so bro, real quick before we continue, because I understand there's a Pop Cherry song, or what was that? Because this is my first time here. I was hoping to get a little bit of that song.
Oh!
Let's go!
We're going to pop the cherry, baby. Pop the cherry, baby. Pop the cherry,
Hey.
baby. Pop, pop the cherry, baby. Pop. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, Joel Castro. Pop, 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 pop.
I was gonna do something else tonight, but I'm whatever you guys enjoyed. This stuff I wrote a long time ago. First time I'm actually performing in front of anybody. So here it goes. Hopefully I can get through the three. It's likely to go well when you start to identify the smile that comes a moment soon after she passes by. Used to being more up front, so it's hard for me to disguise. I'm on that MJ flow. She's giving me butterflies. It's best to let it ride, taking my time for right now. I just want to approach the situation right this time around. Couple of conversations, nights hitting the town, just to keep her smiling. Tell me, how does that sound? Completely unexpected, wasn't worried about rejection, collecting eclectic thoughts of me making the next connection. Her beauty surely surpasses any other, no question. If she were my mirror, I'd be pleased with the reflection. That's the first one. Next one, I think I've titled it Untitled, and it kind of goes progressive. So you got that part of the relationship to the middle part. And it goes, those dishes I used to put away in your sink, the nights in the bedroom with just a couple of drinks. I think back to when things were much better, you and I, going so good, knew the difference between truth and lies. It's like just the other day when she wanted me, with each other, holding her in my arms where I wanted she. The look in her eyes when I would walk through the door, followed by kisses and hugs that I don't get anymore. Word. This situation hurts straight to my chest. How we go from tailor-fitted to just straight up a mess. I feel like she's giving up too soon instead of giving me time to give her my all and nothing less. Next one. Different time, different place, but the same old song. I thought you thought you had me figured out, but you got it all wrong. It's like you disregarded any and all efforts I was making. I was taking the proper steps, yet for granted I was taking. Didn't hide a thing from you. Laid it all out on the table, all for you, just to make sure I'm never incorrectly labeled. The evenings that we spend while the midnight oil burn, sometimes I leave the morning after, as you asked when I'd return. It was then and there, believed to be the one to end that search. Every action, every word sincere, none of it rehearsed. Should have never gotten comfortable. Welcome overstayed. Wasn't ready for the changes in a period of days. How you're prolonging the situation, I can't really tell. Or rather, now you're prolonging the situation and I can't really tell whether or not you've been intentionally putting me through hell. You see, I'd rather keep things cool, free from negative reaction, walking with my head up high and not regret we ever happened. Thank you.
Oh, another poet has been born tonight.
Thank you, everybody.
That was, yes.
I love it. I love everything that's going on right now. You guys can follow me on Facebook under Castro Joel. On Instagram, you can find me at I Am Alchemist. I'll put the info in the messaging. I'm still trying to get this all figured out and worked out. So next time, bro, I promise I'll be more precise. I have a quick question for you before you go on to the next person real quick. Did you ever do a show at the Point in the Bronx back in like early 2000s?
I created Verbal Ingredients and hosted the open mic show for years there. And yes, I was a community organizer at the Point from 1997. I was actually there yesterday visiting my roots. Yes. Oh, did I just freeze? Oops. Hello. Oh.
Nice. I went there years ago. Maryland. I don't know if you remember
It's breaking
Maryland.
up.
You're good. Tonight, let's keep going. I'm loving all.
Thank you. Yes, those are my roots.
Yeah, I know. It's all good.
Okay, cool. I don't know why I'm freezing. I'm bugging out here. Okay, so Tabitha, we skipped Tabitha because she they changed to spoken hertz, so unmuting spoken hertz. So it's important that when you do the sign up list that you keep the name, because that's what I'm looking for, is the name that's in the sign up list in the chat.
All right, I apologize about that.
Okay,
So
we're good now.
All right. First time with you guys. I don't want a cherry song though, but I appreciate it. So I'm gonna start. This is called Praying for You. Addiction. Sits at your children's side, whispering, "It's okay." With big eyes that nobody watches, together they draw pictures, coloring outside stained pages. Cause today the fix of just one more hit wins. Now tomorrow waits on dark corners. Fingers crossed that you make it there. Faith and hope join hands, and together we pray. God forgive me. Not really for you, because after all the hospital calls, tears, middle of the mornings, yo, did you call the precinct? Because where the fuck else could she be? Torn homes, repeated programs, and new beginnings. Again, we get on our knees and we call Christ. We rearrange our life to look out for yours. Gathering support to fill the emptiness of streets. Seeing if your neglect filled their home. People get tired. So instead of you, we just pray for the kids now. We pray that the hurts that stand before the break of your back don't leave the children broken. Morning wakes to empty homes and hurting stomachs. $40 still keeps you. It's unfortunate. The clouds that lift you only pour on the innocence of your children. What rainbow? Blue lights, white powders. Babies before the age of 2 become frightened by men they should have never met. Dark corners, filled with fear by the endless amount of times mommy was dragged to her knees just to watch her blood cover the kitchen floor. Seasick root. Is that how a man treats his woman? Lies. Without understanding, badges will tell you mommy's the problem too. Blue lights, white powders, dark salas, red floors. The only colors these kids know. Addiction. Leave your children to grow in pain. Life. What a fucked up picture. Thank you.
Ooh, Tabitha. Wow. Are you from the Bronx?
I am from the Bronx.
I know that. Yo, I'm telling you, you sound like so familiar. I mean, oh my God. Like
Thank
family.
you.
Like family. I loved it. So real, so powerful, so raw. Tabitha, spoken hertz. So glad we got to hear you. That was BX in the building, baby. Woo! You cannot confuse that voice, that lingo, that I don't know. It's just, I love it.
Thank you.
Great to hear you. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the waiting list. First on it is Catman Bill. Let's see what's good with the Catman.
Hi, Brew. How you doing?
Good. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. You know, I've played a few melodies the last couple of weeks while you were away, and I thought of returning to my smut stuff, my dirty, disgusting sex jokes, because you inspire me so. But I mostly wanted to do it for Marissa Prada because she needs help, and I intend to make her laugh and smile. But I haven't seen her around lately, so something occurred during this evening that has taken me off the smut line to perform a little song, and basically it's a love lost song. And a few years ago, I met the woman that I should have been with, but I blew it. And recently, I sent her a letter, and about 2 or 3 weeks later, she just sent me back a response, but I'm afraid to open up the letter. So I put it in my bureau, and at some point in the near future, I'll open it. But this is a song that, well, while we were still talking, she once told me that I would one day write a song about her, but I never told her that the song had already been written before I met her. This is called I'm in Love, and it was written to a bronze sculpture by Elizabeth Catlett. I'm in love with a beautiful girl. She's not in love with me. I'm in love with a beautiful girl. She's not in love with me. Her patina cheeks were cold like bronze, her eyes strong like steel. She looked my way and shook me, but there was nothing she could feel. I'm in love with a beautiful girl. She's not in love with me. I'm in love with a beautiful girl. She's not in love with me. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. You know how that goes. Strangers wanted to possess her. I always told them no. I'm in love with a beautiful girl. She's not in love with me. I'm in love with a beautiful girl. She's not in love with me. She left one day without a trace. A man did come to call. Everything was in its rightful place. Even memories were doomed to fall. I'm in love with a beautiful girl. She's not in love with me. I'm in love with a beautiful girl. She's not in love with me. Thank you.
Ooh, oh man, original song, Catman Bill. That was good. Good stuff.
How long, Brew, should I leave that letter in my bureau before opening it?
Shit, go get it right now.
I couldn't do that. You don't want to see a grown man cry, do you?
I'm all for men crying. I cry. You've seen me cry up in here. There's no shame in
You
crying.
you really would like to see me open that letter on
Yeah,
Zoom?
why not? We could support you in it. I mean, you know, I why not? You won't have to do it alone. Yes! Eddie, Catman Bill is gonna open the letter from the love. Oh, it's okay. Everybody send some energy. Put your hands up for Catman Bill. He's about to, yo, this is so vulnerable of you. I'm loving this. Catman, you've got courage and we're supporting you. We're supporting you in this. This is so big.
Well, she's not involved with anyone, but she's currently not looking for a romantic partner right now. She's pretty happy with her solo life. She's returned from her construction job. So maybe if you want to try a friendly meeting, that would be okay. But I'm not sure I want a romantic kindling. Well, if I get one foot in the door, I'll get the other foot in the door. I mean,
exactly. That's so great.
If you
oh my gosh, you're probably waiting, thinking you don't care. Oh my God.
I'll just tread lighter this time.
Yes, no expectations. Just be present, you know. you know, it's a new you. You're not the same person you were. And so, you know, just be in the moment and treasure it. That's all you need.
Right.
That's
This COVID experience is like BC and AC, before Christ and after Christ. I don't believe in Christ, but it's before the flood and after the flood.
exactly.
So this is the moment after the flood.
How hopeful and tremendous is this? She
Well,
wants
I
to
guess I'm going to have to do a follow up, aren't I?
Ah! Thank you, Catman Bill, for trusting, you know, trusting us and this wow. Wow. I don't know if everybody else feels it. That was so damn cool, man.
I was really expecting a Dear John letter, but
Look at that. You see, don't, you know, everybody you can't think negative. You have to just be with it, be present. Don't be afraid to face it. You know, that goes for anything, you know, even the dark parts of ourselves. It's just so important. Look at that. Now you have a key to open a beautiful door.
and you know the other part is that I happen to be a cat rescuer, and I have a house full of cats, and there's so few people that can handle that. And she also happens to be a cat lover, so I often thought of how nice it would be swirling around in bed with her naked with all these cats flying all over the place. And who knows? Maybe I'll get that chance. I
Maybe
know
you
it sounds bad, but everybody has their nirvana, right?
yes, you know,
Thank you.
just pet the pussy cat first before you go for the pussy.
I'll do this later.
Thank you, Catman Bill. I am elated. That shit was dope. Okay. Oh my God. I could be smutty too. Stop it. All right, Vincent. Let's see what's good with Vincent. Is it Midolo? Midolo? Tell me.
It's Medolo. You got it right the first time.
Midolo.
Yeah.
What's good?
So I do this stuff because I want to conquer fears more a little bit in my life, and I hate performing in front of people. So, this poem's called "That Feeling When Losing a Fight to Perception." You said forever. It rolled off your tongue smoother than a drum solo in a dimly lit venue. I know you meant it when our eyes locked, handcuffing the bonds and promises we could never keep to a cheap headboard as we pretended it would not splinter from the ruckus we became. You said forever. The low light of a table lamp enveloped your naked body as we laid in a bed of rusty nails, dodging fate like we owed money to a loan shark reaper, praying to stave off the tetanus until morning. But we never could we? The fever set in faster than lightning we tried to catch in recycled bottles, and we were gone before our skin could bear the scars depicting the horror of our love. Forever, forever, forever. I repeat the word in my head over and over, trying to remember its meaning. Forever. You said forever. You made it sound like gospel. Forever. I put my faith in your palm as if you were God, danced to your whim while one's delicate hands pulled my heartstrings in all directions, nearly snapping them from the abuse. I am no marionette, but I could be forever. You said forever. I guess I just thought there was time, but time doesn't exist in a vacuum, does it? And my screams are lost in the vacuous nothing. I glorified in your name. You said forever. I believed every sensual syllable that fired from your shotgun lips as the shrapnel ripped my torso to shreds. There's not much left to salvage, but every intact piece of my yesterday still believes that our love was more than a weapon of destruction. Why would you wage war with the shadow on the wall when you knew I would never step out of the way? You said forever. Yet you walked away with sand still in the hourglass, leaving me to count the remaining grains one by one by one until they turned to stone beneath this ocean of regret. You said forever, but every forever has an end. If you pretend there was never a beginning in the first place, wait. Did you ever really say forever? Thank you.
Vincent.
I appreciate that. I gotta it's very emotional, so I have to like get into it, you know what I mean? But I appreciate it, honestly.
You did. You fear not. You are a natural. You really, once you let go, it was compelling and powerful. So
Yo, honestly, I appreciate it. I'm just a small town poet, just trying to make a little name for himself every once in a while.
hey man, you're big in our world. You're one of us, and this is home. Vincent.
Thank you.
All right. Welcome, welcome. And I hope to hear you again soon. Okay. So to close out the night, ladies and gentlemen, Michelle Ortiz.
Hello.
Hi.
Give me 2 seconds. I have it right here. I just have to adjust this lamp because I'm on my bed and it keeps falling now. Okay. Can you hear me? Yeah? Okay. Cool. Bear with me because I finished writing this probably maybe 20 minutes ago, so I haven't really read it out loud. Okay. When I was younger, I used to pick my body apart. My sisters and I would look for the parts of ourselves that most resembled our mother and our mother's mother. It was then when I realized that my body has always been more home than whole, be holding more secrets than I care to admit, be bearing the brunt of a reality far too harsh for one spirit to commit to. I have my father's hands, my grandmother's eyes, my mother's smile. My feet resemble those of my grandfather's. My sister and I share the same nose and attitude. The crown on my head was passed down from my father's father. All this to say, I have always been more than what I am. I often question how trauma travels. Do you grow into it like a pair of worn-in church shoes? Is that why I've found traces of my dad's PTSD in my sister's eyes? Looked into my mother's pupils and wonder if she's ever noticed that she be my looking glass and rabbit hole, that I had no other option but to riot and rage because generational curses be more real than I care to admit. Be finding my triggers under my sister's holy skin be infuriating. It is because of this that my laughter be a medley that far too often be resembling a symphony of sobs. To carry a village on your back be just that. To be a dream and a reminder of grief rolled up into one. It is the realization that you are entitled to nothing and worth everything. Such a revelation can break a woman, not to say that my mother's brown skin has ever cracked, but I've noticed how her back bends a little too much these days. So when I speak, understand that it is with intention. And when I stutter, it is simply my tongue trying to wrap around the entirety of my identity. Desde los ríos en Santo Domingo hasta las montañas de Puerto Rico. And when I take up space, it is because I need enough room to cradle the sacrifices of my ancestors to my chest. When I dance and I sing off key, it is because somebody needs to commemorate the joy it took to get here. I be and have always been celebration and obituary all in one. Thank you.
Oh, Michelle. Woo! That was puro fuego. Beautifully done. Michelle Ortiz, beautifully done. Oh my God. I don't know if you want to share how to follow you, Michelle.
Oh, I'm off social media right now, but
Okay.
I'll be here on Thursdays when I'm not working. So
Great. That's great. Well, here you shall be, and we will welcome you with open arms. That was tremendous. Keep flowing, keep writing, speaking that truth. That was
Thank you.
Just wow. Just wow. What a great way to end the night. All of you tonight you brought your A game, all the new shit you brought is just, wow, you guys, man, always leave me emotional and just excited about your creativity, your growth, your courage, who you are as human beings in the world. It restores my faith. I thank you so much, all of you. So much love for you. Mwah. Un abrazo, un beso. Much love to all of you, man. Until next time, when we do it all over again, it was sweet, sweet, sweet reunion, sweet blessings. New Eurekan Poets Cafe, Thursday night. Tell your friends, and the new real rules will apply starting next Thursday. First 20 on the list are guaranteed, and then the rest is open mic. So let people know. La Bruja, over and out. Peace.